Okay, I was trying to check to make sure that I'm in frame, but I'm gonna suppose that I am. I'm gonna pull up my sleeves. I have my paper towels, my lobster. Freddy, who's missing one of his claws. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna eat. So, hello, and happy belated Thanksgiving. I was trying to get to this on Thanksgiving Day, which was yesterday. Today is Black Friday, or Friday. And I could not. I woke up yesterday feeling so bad. And what sucks about it, is that it was the first day of my vacation, meaning Gabby is with my sister. And she's in Alabama with family. And, you know, these are the times that I look forward to, Claw. And here's the thing. This is some frozen Walmart stuff. And I'm really curious. Yesterday I didn't even want to tempt not feeling well and then eating. Okay, I don't know what all this white stuff is. I'm not sure about this. It doesn't. I steamed it. They sat in the refrigerator for a day and a half, and it says to let them thaw for 12 to 24 hours or something. I did. So, it's not even. Okay, here's the first taste of this stuff. Lobster is one of my favorite foods in the world, but you can get bad lobster. It's okay. This part of the claw, I think the lobster needs to be really fresh to eat that. I'm not even going to try. You know, what I was supposed to have yesterday, ooh, it tastes salty too. What I was supposed to have yesterday was a mukbang of lobster and one of my favorite zucchini omelet that I made. And so we're going to have to revisit another mukbang one time. I don't know, does mukbang mean that you eat a whole lot, or does it mean that you just eat amongst people? I have to look that up. This is very chewy and very salty. I'm not sure about this. And this is vino. I am home alone. I have no child under my watch. Chewy. Don't think I'm gonna get to 2 of them. But, already I can tell you I would never do this again. It's okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 6. Yeah, like a D. I guess that's a D, isn't it? I don't even know if I want to try the other thing. Let's just go straight for the tail. I mean, for me, that's the favorite part of the lobster. Ugh. Okay, so, and it's not a huge tail. It's tiny. Anyway, but I can't be like, what is her name? Beeve? Something like that? Oh my goodness. She orders $200, $300 like lobsters and crabs. I'm sorry. You know, that money might be in my bank account, but that money's got to be used for other things. I am not spending that type of money on something that's going to go in my belly and digest and move on. I just, no. So, even when it was just me, I have always been frugal, always. And I came from the type of family who believed in spending. You know, you don't go to Walmart and buy anything but household cleaning product. Anyway, so let's try this. Let's try it. Better. So maybe today I'll just eat lobster tails. Anyway, I digress. So I went to Black Friday. It's the first time I have ever gotten out of my bed early, and I didn't even stand in lines overnight. My guess is nobody does that anymore. I think now with this after Thanksgiving dinner, 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, people go to that. So I woke up this morning at 5, and that's when I'm tired, thinking, I'm going to see crowds. Not at all. I went to Home Depot. I bought a fire pit, which I can't figure out how to light the fire. I need to get a starter log. And I went to Walmart, the Target. Now, there were maybe 80 people in line. Target didn't open until 7. And maybe 80 people in line standing outside. At 7 o'clock, they opened the doors. It was no big, but it had been cleared out. People had been there already. The shelves, at least for things that were on sale, were practically cleared out. Then I went to Walmart, and I literally walked right up to the cash register and paid. There was nobody in front of me. There was nobody behind me. I mean, it was just like silent. By 10 o'clock, I went to Kohl's, I went to JCPenney's, I went to Old Navy. When I got to Old Navy, they had this 50% sell off. Oh my goodness, the lines were wrapped. And I saw a coat that I wanted. There was no way I was going to stand in that line. There was nothing. As I walked out, there was a woman behind me. She said, there's nothing in here that I want that badly. And I was like, you're right. This stuff is so chewy. Okay. Here's the thing. If you want the taste of lobster, then buy these frozen Walmart things. There were 2 of them were in the bag for like $16 and change. And I just really wanted one. I only wanted one lobster. But they didn't have one. And I was too tired day before yesterday to go to the grocery store. I mean, I was in Walmart. I was just like, okay, what do they have here? I have the beauty of Thanksgiving where I don't have to do anything. I don't have to socialize. I don't have to do anything. What am I going to do? Let me get something that I like. Oh, lobster. Okay. Okay. So I didn't miss anything by not eating this yesterday. Anyway. So, yeah, I was a little disappointed because I was like, I was expecting loads of people and not so much. Like, I did get a massage today for my birthday. Both my brother and my sister, who don't talk to one another, so it wasn't like they spoke to one another about it, and that's a whole different story. But they both gave me gift cards to Massage Envy because everyone knows how stressed out I am. And so I used my brother's card today. And the massage was pretty good. I mean, she was digging. There were so many knots that were up. Oh, in fact, it hurts to touch because she was just like, just trying to, she said, you've got a lot of knots. You're clearly very stressed. No-ish. So I did that today. And I really just had a good day of quiet, though I miss my baby. She'll be back on Sunday, so I still have tomorrow. I have pulled all the Christmas decorations out, so my house looks like a bomb went off. I cleaned it up yesterday, and it looks like a bomb went off again today because, you know, I'm trying to get all the Christmas decorations together. When my daughter comes home, she can see them, and she can help decorate the tree downstairs, at least the bottom part. So it was a good day, but what did I wanted to talk today because when I went, Tuesday, I went and got lash extensions. You would not know it because I took those things off. Those things lasted all of 24, 32 hours with me. They looked hideous. I had gotten lash extensions 2 years ago, and I couldn't remember what type I got. I went to the same place, and she didn't remember. She didn't even remember me. So she said, well, you can have the glamour set or you can have the really, basic conservative. And there was something in me, I am basic conservative, but there was something in me that said glamour. Good Lord, those lashes it looked like, no ma'am. I told her she had to cut them. So she cut them, and they looked okay, but you could tell they had been cut. Because even when my sister saw me the next day, she said, your lashes look nice, but you cut them. So it was obvious that they were cut because the woman cut them in the salon, and then I came home and I cut them again because there was still too much. Why did I mention that? I don't even know. I'm so tired. But anyway, I had my lashes done. So, I mentioned it because she asked me, as she was doing, she says, you're not married? And mind you, we had the same conversation 2 years ago. She sees so many people, she doesn't remember. And I was there once, and I won't go back there again. I was there once for those lashes and once for nails. I decided I was going to get acrylics, and they did a horrible job. And I ended up going to another shop, and then after 2 months, I just got rid of the acrylics. I can't stand, I need to be able to scratch it. No. So, she asked me, she's like, you're not married? Why? If I had a dollar for every time I've heard that question, you know what I'm going to say, No, I'm not married. And someone who refuses to date will never be married. So the question is, why am I not married? And there's no short answer to that. I told her I just never met the right man. And that's really the truth. When I was growing up, I never imagined being married. It wasn't a priority to me. Being a mother was. And I dated a lot. And there was a period after my mom died where I said, in a year I'm going to get married. And I dated. I was on dating sites. I was in, gosh, I can't even think of the name of it. Meetup groups for singles. I was determined I was going to meet my man, right? I got the same thing that I always get. Guys who are nice, but not, for me, marriage material, And I think I've been very spoiled by how I was raised. I was raised in a very traditional family. My father was white collar and went to work, and my mother stayed at home. She was a homemaker. I never wanted for anything. I saw my father come home every payday and hand my mother his check. And she doled out the money. And she managed the house and the kids. And he basically went to work and, made sure the family went to church. And at 6 o'clock at night, we had our dinners. And, he very seldom, if ever, raised his voice at her. I didn't know of him ever having an affair. It was just so, he was just very old school. And you don't find that anymore. And I've looked and I've looked. I have dated men of every race, just about. Asian, black, white, Jewish, Italian. Yeah, and yeah, I have never been dumped. I have simply just had men, if they're not interested, they're not interested, So if I was going on a date and I was seeing someone, I was always the one who's trying to get, see, that was another thing. I was always trying to get out of relationships, which says a lot to me. The minute that my foot was in, I was trying to find a way out. And so I can say in part that I never met the right guy, but I think part of it too is that I've even said now, I just don't think I'm the marrying type. I just, in my head, I would in my head, I think it would be cool to be married. But, okay, so the battery died, which allowed me to finish eating that tail, which was oh so chewy, chewy, chewy. So I think this claw might be set. I think I would rather eat the tail and call it a day. After that, I don't know what I'll do with the rest of this lobster. But this tail, don't be bad, because like literally this is all I can salvage from this. And you know, in my mind sometimes I think, you know, the perfect scenario for her, not for me, but for her, would be to have a father, you know, and to, you know, have that guy have a huge family, and there'd be holidays and, you know, things where she goes and experiences a wonderful time with this huge family. I, on the other hand, don't particularly care for that. I'm fine just being exactly. In fact, right now, she is with family in Alabama. My sister lives in Georgia, but she took her to Alabama, which is my father's side of the family. And there are lots of people, lots of cousins. And so I want her to have that experience, but this says a lot about me. I have no interest in that experience. Like my previous video where I talked about Thanksgiving dinner and hanging out with people that you really, no thank you. This is heaven to me right now. Just being at home in silence or watching a TV, Netflix or something. We won't even talk about. I'm in the middle of the invitation. I don't know what the heck is going on. And then I watch something, and all of this is while I'm putting stuff together and, you know, pulling out decorations. The other one is some movie that Halle Berry was in, and it's about Compton or Los Angeles, excuse me, during the time of Rodney King, and she was a foster. I don't know. I thought Halle Berry was an A-list actress, but that movie was like for a C-list actress. It was not well written. It was not the videography or whatever. You know, I'm not a videographer. My videos suck, okay? But I don't claim to be a professional. I was not impressed. What the heck is this? So, but this is heaven to me. And this is how I lived my life before my daughter. I worked hard. And then I came home and I chilled. I got up in the morning and I ran. And I never want that life back. I'm not saying that. But it is a life that I'm really comfortable with. And when I can get just slivers of it, oh, I'm in heaven. Oh, I'm in heaven. Da 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 da. Anyway, but I miss my baby and I'm ready for her to come home, really. I'm about to tell my sister, can you bring her back early Sunday? Anyway, so, yeah, in my head, I think it would be great for her to have that family. I just don't think I would be happy. And I think I've sacrificed so much for this child. You know, my career, my living in California. I just realized I can't give everything. And so, unfortunately, we're going to have to figure something out, because Mama, you know, the guy, if you see me with a man, you better know. He allows me to be me and allows me my freedom, and it's just perfection. You know, that or I've been kidnapped. So, yeah. But anyway, so, you know, I would like, while I think that's a wonderful fantasy, that can't happen because I won't go on a date. Men will look at me in the store and I'll be, what the heck? Will look at me and I'm like, don't even look at me. I don't even feel like having to explain to you why I'm not interested. So let's not even have that conversation. Just not interested. And maybe I'll feel different later, you know, in due time when I'm less tired. Gabby's a little older and a little more independent. And she will probably be trying to force me to go on dates or something, you know. But right now, I'm totally good. So that's why I'm single. And I think I'm going to make this chat short because this is highly disappointing. Walmart needs to stop. And any other store that's taking on these lobster manufacturers or lobster distributors. It is lobster, but it is chewy. Whatever they do to preserve it, maybe it's the freezing. Anyway, I am. And this is probably where it's going to stop, because I don't think I can handle much more. Thank God for the wine. My next video is probably gonna be just, you know, the how should I say? Maybe the wine's hitting me. Ooh, maybe it is. Cause I really haven't eaten much, but I'm drinking this wine. After this, I'm probably gonna crawl up in my bed and go to sleep. And so you all probably won't even see. It's Friday. You probably won't even see this video until Sunday night. But my next video will be, no, after this video will be my decorations of the house. Thanks for participating or observing my little mukbang. It really was uneventful. The next time, I don't want to even call it, I'll call it mukbang or mukbang or whatever. This time, but the next time I'll just call it dine and chat, because the next time I am going, not the next time, not the next video, but the next time I chat and talk and eat, I will have my zucchini omelet, which is my very best, my favorite, and it's something that I eat a lot when I am working out and running. So anyway, I'm gonna figure out this, you know, sometimes you gotta just chuck stuff up till a loss. This lobster is probably gonna go in the trash can, and I will just chuck it off to never again do you buy a frozen lobster. Ew, chewy chewy. So anyway, we're gonna say goodbye to Sammy. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish watching The Invitation movie. I don't know what the heck heebie-jeebies is going on. And then I might turn into, I said 9 o'clock would be a good, I never get to bed by 9. 10 o'clock will be a good time to go to bed. It's now 7:52. I generally try to be done eating by 7 o'clock. So I hope this mess doesn't keep me up all night. But I will check in with you guys later. And the next video is my holiday Christmas vacation.